Oh boy, my beat just came back from another round of cleaning up the streets. Um, all right. So, so, how can it be if somebody claims to be something that doesn't match what we expected that to be? How can that be? Well, a lot of the clues are in the book of Revelation, which was a vision. It was like a dream. Dreams seem to be interpreted, much like Nebuchadnezzar's dream in the book of Daniel. Uh, he said, "I want you to interpret my dream, but I want you to tell me what I dreamed too, and interpret it, right?" And so Daniel was able to do that because not because he was wiser than any of the other wise men, but because God gave him that vision. So God talks to people, not just Daniel, and not just through dreams, but dreams can be interpreted and actually need to be interpreted. And so the book of Revelation needs to be interpreted too, because that was a dream. Now, it said, I was going to be dressed in red, riding a white horse with a sword coming out of my mouth. That now I interpret that as an Aries uh, influenced uh, zodiac influences of Aries, riding a Caucasian body with a sharp tongue. Okay, so if I'm talking shit and acting like an Aries, and that might not fit the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John version of that guy, because he's like, that guy will hug and kiss the hell out of you. But perhaps that guy was just a Pisces and I'm just an Aries, and you can still have the same soul and have different influences in your personality through your natal chart. It would be helpful, beneficial for everybody to be at least somewhat knowledgeable in astrology, because that shit's not made up. That's not phony. That's the part that science and a scientific mindset completely misses. There is more to reality than what science can understand. There's, you know, and there's it's kind of like a trinity, I guess. There's like the physical, there's the mental, and then like the etheric, the spiritual realm. Like there's like three different but very real portions of our reality. And when you wake up in the morning and you like just a minute ago when you were still asleep, the entire dream you had was crystal clear in your memory, and you knew the whole history of it. And but then as soon as you wake up, it's like it just seeps away like sand through your fingers, just seeps away. That's you going back through the other side of the veil that keeps us from remembering stuff like our past lives and the true nature of our soul and who we are. And all, there's a lot more going on than meets the eye when we're in our waking life. And our dream realm, we're still us, but we're us that's on the other side of the veil of you know like we need to not be able to remember all that shit. Can you imagine if you really knew all of your past lives, and how much that would complicate and bog down and burden your current life? We don't need to have all that in our memory. Like there needs to be a veil that makes this a brand new experience, a new story. You can't just keep playing a bunch of different games with the same character. Your character needs to evolve when throughout sets of lifetimes. Your character wouldn't really evolve much if you really had everything from the first one still registering. It has to be a clean slate each time, but that doesn't mean each time it's your first life. Now, I've already explained why bad things can happen, but God still loves us, or God didn't forget about us. I explained that, right? I can explain anything you want me to. There's usually a completely empty comment section on my videos, but there's completely empty privacy also, implying that people are real curious, real interested, really trying to figure some shit out about me, but nobody's doing the right thing and asking questions. But people are doing the absolute wrong thing and being rude as fuck to the last person I'm sure they want to be rude to. Unless I'm wrong about people's general nature and people really do try to go to hell and are proud of the fact that they're definitely going to hell. Like I don't think those type of people exist, but I could be wrong. Ask me shit. Don't just peeping Tom me like anything that like that's gonna do any good. You're not gonna figure anything out doing that. You're not even gonna have the right context. Just because you know what you saw doesn't mean you know what my motivations were. It doesn't mean, people voted for Biden without knowing what he does behind closed doors. But little old me, I can't exist without me having my every move logged and registered and kept watch over, like like a hawk. Really, I'm so important that I can't move a muscle without you knowing about it. But you can vote for the leader of the free world and not know shit about what he does. What the fuck?